One love, family, wholeness and balance. Just Tree here, sending you tons of love today. Today is day number 65 of dry fasting 23 hours a day and juicing for an hour. And I had some friends and family put forth some comments of care and concern, wondering what I'm doing, whether I'm being careful and gentle with myself and getting the nutrition I need and so forth. And I wanted to bring in people into what I'm doing. Many of you may already know, some of my social media followers and friends, personal friends and stuff, but I have been studying the path that is called Breatharianism. That's kind of a modern term for something that's very old, very ancient. In the Taoist tradition, this is called the Bigu state. There's been many adepts and yogis in the Buddhist and sort of Hindu tradition who have gotten to the state where they don't need to eat food. They sustain themselves off the energy of nature and the energy in their bodies, as well as many like Christian adepts and all religious traditions. Not just adepts, but people who have fallen into like an ecstatic state with spirit and nature. And if you're interested in knowing more about that, there's a great book by Dr. Gabriel Cousens called Spiritual Nutrition, where he details some historical examples of these. We have some modern day examples. There was a man who passed, I think it was last year or the year before, and I forget his name. I think it's like Janad Pralani or something like that. But when he was a boy of like, I forget, like 5 or 6 or something, he was visited by some Hindu goddesses that were like, you no longer need to eat, just go into meditation and connect with us. And so he spent 75 plus years without a need for food or water. And so this is something that has become attractive to me. It was something when I first started my path of healing with raw foods and sun gazing that I came across. And at first, to me, it was just very interesting, but through the continued practice of meditation, sun gazing, raw foods, grounding, barefoot, and through the wisdom of my teacher, Elitam Alamin, I've learned to be a reality and something that I'm living. This is something, in the Taoist tradition, they talk about these Taoist masters that would live in the mountains, and they just lived off like goji berries and reishi mushrooms and pine needle tea and stuff, which is all stuff I've been working with for decades now. It's part of my love and sharing of herbalism and tonic herbalism, is that there are certain herbs that are also foods that are of a superior class, that they have interesting herbal action like immune modulation. They're adaptogenic, high in biophotons, particularly good for like the kidney, or in the Taoist tradition there's this whole thing of like the 3 treasures of Jing, Qi, and Shun, which is like your genetic fortitude, that resides in your kidneys, your energy output, and your spirit. So, just to assuage my friends and followers who may have some concern, I've been developing this path over more than 12 years of sun gazing, meditation, grounding, like I said, raw foods, biophotonic rich foods, learning to attenuate my body to energy. So this isn't something where you just stop eating. I haven't just stopped eating. This has been a long path for me. It started first with raw foods and some fasting and doing these other practices, but then, eventually I felt less of a need for breakfast and less of a need for lunch, and eventually was just doing 1 meal a day, and practiced with some dry fasting, and first doing 24 hours, and then 36 hours, and then 48 hours, and so this is also epigenetics, what's called epigenetics, where um, that's essentially, it's like hormesis is a form of epigenetics. So that's like weightlifting. When you lift weights, you tear the muscles apart and they rebuild stronger. So you're flexing carefully and taking your time to develop this skill. It's basically a skill set that anyone can do, but you have to. It I really connect in with the Taoist thing because this is more about cultivating a state of energy balancing, where you're careful with your inner world to not, um, you know, to be moderate with your sexual habits, moderate with, your emotions, not giving way to anger, not giving way to stress, practicing meditation, practicing qigong, uh, ways in which you're building energy and learning to maintain your energy and do it skillfully, you know, not exposing yourself to too much heat, too much cold, too much stress. It's this whole thing of, like in the Buddhist tradition, the middle path. So I just wanted to make a quick video to let my friends and family know what I'm up to so that you're not concerned, but also to educate and inspire. This is something that I think, people are talking about food shortages and stuff now. This is really essentially an amazing health path and a way to manage your stress and your life in a more skillful way. And it's been very humbling and wonderful and exciting. And I feel like I'm 45, but I feel as strong or stronger than I was when I was 18. Only more balanced, more moderate, more skillful. And so I just want to share this with you. This is not also a path of superiority. This is a path of superior habits. Taking the best foods, giving yourself the greatest self-care possible so that you can be in your highest state of health and honor your energy, which is golden. One love, family. So here we are with my daily drink setup. So I'm gonna have a coconut water today, watermelon juice. So I choose watermelon because it's so great at cleansing and hydrating. Actually, I'm sorry, this isn't watermelon juice. This is grape celery juice. I pressed it yesterday. Oh, it's spilling everywhere too. Here we have goji tulsi tea. Got my MVP here. So this is why I love these products from Purium and why I share them and sell them. Partly, to make money, of course, but also look at this. So it has pea proteins and those kinds of things that some people shy away from, but those are great protein powders. I'm not even one who feels like protein's that much of a necessity, but we also got pumpkin seed, so those are good things. Cacao, got sunflower oil, acacia gum, moringa leaf, monk fruit, acerola cherry, chocolate, maca, Eleuthero, which that's Siberian ginseng, cordyceps sinensis. These are now getting into all these tonic herbs. Chaga mushroom, got rhodiola, the digestive enzyme blend. Ooh, some nice thunder there. Got protease, cellulase, lactase. So we got those digestive enzymes. Then we have lactospore, some probiotic, vanilla, agaricus mushroom, caramel flavors, and black pepper. And then last of all, found this wonderful New Mexico ferments kombucha, prickly pear. Excited about this. So that's what I'm gonna have today. I might have some chai tea besides that, and of course my fulvic zeolite. And I put hydrogen water in here. So that's how I do it. Tonic herbs, fresh pressed juices, raw, here's more tonic herbs and probiotics. So, God bless, people. Hope you got something out of this. Day 65.